With God's help, we become unstoppable. With God's help, everything is possible. All of the accomplishments are remarkable. Others can hate, but they still can't stop it though. We move forward, never ever stumble. With God blessing us, we still stay humble. And through the struggle and all of the trouble, our work we redouble.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to INCRadio. Welcome to Unstoppable Purpose in Motion, brought to you by INCRadio, Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio.
Woohoo!
So, it has been a long, I guess this is our 12th and final episode of the season for Unstoppable Purpose in Motion. So, I want to thank everyone for joining us in our journey. But as we close out our journey today, I do have some lovely co-hosts with me today. I forgot to introduce myself again. Hello, everyone. My name is Lionel. I am your main host for today. And with my co-hosts, I have...
Nidell. Hi, everyone.
And I am Eliza. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Eliza.
Our live audience and those tuning in our chat this morning.
Hello, hello.
Oh, yeah,
Can we
let's have the audience say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Nice. Very exciting.
All right.
So we are, like Lionel said, we're in the last episode of the season. Can y'all believe it? It already been 12 episodes now. And I feel like this season has been so memorable for us. We've never done something like this before. And it's truly unique. We were able to hear so many stories through the guests, and I feel like we've learned a lot with ourselves too, based on what we've been sharing. And we're also thankful for the live chat for always participating. So please, if you have any responses or stories, please share it with us so that we can share it on air. And these past few episodes show, you know, how we can be inspired and learn from one another, and at the same time celebrate the journey we are in.
Yes. And this morning, we will talk about the moments that pushed us forward and the path God has led us to that kept us in motion and that makes us unstoppable. So before we proceed, let's greet those in the live chat.
Yes. Who is our voice for the chat this morning?
Good morning, everyone tuning in from our live stream and those here live at Temple Hills. Thank you, Paul, for your continued support, especially in our final show. We have some early birds in the chat. We have Sister Christina Lazaro. Good morning and happy Saturday, brethren.
Good morning.
Greetings from hashtag Bowie. We have, I'm just going to go through names. So everyone here saying good morning. Sister Nilda, Sister Amelia Salazar, Kuya Ace Tapang, Brother Bruce Belmeo, Sister Amelia Salazar. Might have said her again, po. Thank you, po. Sister Josette Soterio, Ka Richard Soterio, and so many more, po. So I'll give it back to you in the studio.
Yes, we want to thank all of our live chatters for joining us every week and participating in all of our discussions, because you know, as fun as it is to hear all of our stories, we would like to hear even more of your stories for those of here in the live audience as well as in our live chat.
And let's also talk about the spotlight question we have for this morning. Our spotlight question for our chat is, what is one thing you have learned throughout our season? What have you started doing and applying into your daily life? Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
We've had many discussions about that. Yeah.
Well, while we wait for our the live chat to catch up, I think one thing, if I can answer, that I've learned throughout this season is that we're all different and unique in our own ways.
Yeah.
Everyone's going through their own journey in their own way. Not one person's experience is going to be the same as the other. But another thing that I learned is that we can always take the lessons learned from other people and apply it to our own lives.
Yeah, you stole my answer. But yeah, I gotta say, you know, I've learned that that there's always something new to learn with one another. I feel like I've learned a lot about you, Lionel, a lot about Yvette, Jaster, you
Yeah,
as
the
well.
crew.
And I'm like, you've never shared that to me in person. So I'm really happy that we're able to like sit down here and share that with everyone.
Yeah, and I think we also learned a lot about our live audience as well through the stories that they tell us.
Yeah, I feel like with the guests we've had, my perspective on many things has changed in a positive way. Some may look at like a situation a different way than I did. And throughout my journey, throughout those weeks after that show, it could have changed. I've been more positive. So I do remember our broadcast did start in September. How do you guys feel from September till now, like as a crew or even like a person, an individual, or even like radio as a whole?
I gotta say, I feel changed because it's true. There's a specific, I forgot which episode it was, but it was with Yvette. I always say this to everyone. I've had a hard time with time management. Like, if you tell me, hey, can you come to this appointment at like 7? I'll be there at 7:30. If you're guilty of that, can you raise your hand? Anyway, it's kind of like a natural thing that happens, unfortunately. But something that Yvette told me one time was that you have to make time work for you. So just because she may get ready in like 30 minutes doesn't mean that you would get ready in 30 minutes. You would have to wake up an hour before because you have different routines. And so that's something I've changed. Like I had to accept I'm not going to get ready in like 5 minutes. I always wake up like 2 hours before, even if I lose a little sleep. But I'm there on time. I feel like that helped me with my work relationships. They know I'm not like a lazy person. It's just something that I just work slower. So yeah. How about you guys?
I think it's about time for us to catch up with our live chat.
Yeah.
Do we have any of the answers on there?
Sure, we do have some in the live chat who answered our spotlight question. We have one thing I've learned. Oh, this is from Sister Amelia Salazar. One thing I've learned from this season that keeps me going is that challenges don't last, but the strength we gain from overcoming them does. Every difficult moment has taught me resilience and patience. We also have some additional greetings in the chat bot. We have Sister Josefina Paredes, Sister Marika, and then we have Brother Ed Gonzalez, Sister Emmer, Sister Christina Lazaro again, and then we have Brother Carlo. So thank you, Paul, for tuning in, and we'll let you know if we get more questions or answers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I guess the question was, what did we start doing and applying to our lives it's a lot of gratitude, being thankful for what we're going through every day, because how many people in the world, there's probably a lot of people, but like from the ones that we know, how many of us can say that, oh, we were on air on YouTube Live? How many of us can say that we've experienced the things that we have because we had that support system surrounding us of our friends and our loved ones telling us, yeah, go try it out. Maybe it's something that you'll like. Maybe it's something that we started recently. I know that quite a few people here in the District of Washington, D.C., one thing I've always admired of them is that they're very creative, especially when they're doing stuff on their own time as well. Because that's also skills that you can transfer from one thing to another.
Yeah, one thing I learned about it's relating to what you said, appreciating this is our brand, but appreciating the journey we are in. With the stories we've heard from each other and even the guests we've had throughout the season, or even before the season started, the different stories they share with us, it's like, this is a story you can tell someone, especially when it's like faith related. When you really feel God's love in your story, like, oh, this really strengthened me.
Yeah. And going into sort of that journey that you mentioned, we do have a little bit of a game for everyone. We have a little bit of a game. I know that our live chat is always very smart. We have some of them in our audience today, actually all of our audience today, of which we wanted to play a game, a little recap game of our show. Because then this will also help us go through the journey that we went through in the past 3 months. So I believe we have a game. What is the game?
So we have a game of who said that. So we're going to show a quote, give you a few choices, and guess who said it. Then we'll play the clip from that episode to reveal the answer. So
Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So let's go to the first question.
So this is from episode 0. If we can have that. Episode 0. I don't want to fully turn around. If we can have Lionel read it.
Yeah, I can read it. Who said, "We have our own journey, and God will just guide us to where we need to be"? Is the answer A, Jaster, B, Brian, C, Nidell, D, Lionel?
Okay, so this is from episode 0, Little Steps. While we give the chat a chance to guess their answer, let's have a volunteer. We have Ezra
Ooh.
ready
Oh,
to
wow,
answer.
you're so eager. Wow.
He had his
Thank
hand
you
raised
so
before I even
much.
finished the question.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, he's joined our discussion a few times already. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
so much
joining.
for joining us. We're
No
excited.
problem. I love to be here.
All right. So, who said? Do you need me to repeat the question?
Oh no. I was actually here for episode 0. So
Oh,
if
nice.
I remember correctly, I believe it was Brother Brian who said this.
Ooh,
Let's
that's a good
see.
guess.
Ooh, it's a good guess. Do we have any
Any
guesses from the
guesses?
live chat yet?
We do have a lot of guesses from the live chat. We have Sister Amelia Salazar guessing B, Kuya Brian. Also B from Alexis. Nidell was Brother Carlos' guess. Bruce's guess was B. Ace's is Kuya Brian. And then we have even more saying between Jaster and Brian.
Oh,
let's
so
see.
it's split between A and B. All right,
Okay.
let's see who it is.
It is. Oh, is it Lionel
we
or Brian?
have our own journey, and
Ah.
God will just guide us to where we need to be. So even if you want something but God's not yet, then you really have to wait on God's timing and the perfect timing.
All right. Wow, so it was
Well said,
Brother Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
He said God's timing is really the perfect timing. So you were there for that episode. We want to ask you, would you want to share a story when you really felt like, oh, you wanted to do something and you realized, oh, it's really in God's timing?
For sure. As I'm wrapping up my education, I would say I struggled a little bit in terms of picking the career path that I wanted to go to. I switched my major 2 times, I believe, and having these expectations or like comparing yourself to your classmates or people you graduated high school with, you compare yourself and think, oh, like I'm behind or I'm not where I should be right now in life. But I'm a firm believer that everything happens in God's time, because when you kind of force yourself into following a certain timeline, it's easy to get overwhelmed and stressed with life. And I've kind of made it my life motto that everything, all my successes, all my failures are in God's time. And even those learning moments, I consider as one step closer to getting closer to where God wants me in life.
Oh, I like that answer.
I like that answer.
Very well said.
And yeah, the episode title here was Little Steps. Can you share a time you hesitated to start something because it felt too small or insignificant?
Oh yeah, I've mentioned this. I believe I mentioned it in that episode as well, but creating content not only I started creating content for just memory's sake, just capturing memories with my friends, my families, and just remembering, no matter how insignificant it might seem, looking back on those memories will always be something that I hold close to me. And I've started to do that, I'd say pretty much every day of my life. And it's paid it forward in my life because I don't take any moment for granted. And I'm just
Ooh, yeah.
very grateful for every day, really.
And your creativity side also comes out, which is another benefit of it.
Just good
Yeah.
practice.
I feel like a lot of people are also grateful for you for making that content too,
Oh, yeah.
because though they may not have the gift to capture those awesome moments, you're able to do it, and you can all enjoy it together. So keep doing what you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
A lot
Yeah.
of the younger brethren have actually talked to me and said that they really enjoy my content and they hope to do something in the future. So it's definitely a
Aw.
rewarding feeling
Yeah.
to inspire like the younger brethren in the church.
And like it really pushes you forward
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep doing what you're
The
doing.
days that I don't feel motivated, that's what keeps me going for sure.
Oh,
that's good.
We love the support system.
Yeah.
Now, before you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Of course, I would like to shout out my parents who are in the audience right now.
Woohoo!
My sister's also in the audience, but I'm sure you'll see her later.
You'll see her in a little bit.
And just
maybe.
shout out to you guys. It's been an amazing
Aw.
run. I think this is a perfect way to end off the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Much. Yay!
Thank you, Ezra.
You're awesome.
Oh, I love that. It was a great start.
Yep. So episode 0 was about little steps. And it's something that in order to start a journey, in order to start something that we want to do, it starts with those little steps. Whether it be preparing for something or actually taking that step into that journey. I think it's a great start. Now, going into the next episode that we had, the title was episode 1 of What Makes You Move.
Okay, let's check it out. Let's check out the next question.
All right, I'll read it because I don't want you to hurt your neck turning around.
Thanks.
All right, who said, because of the trials and tribulations I went through, without them, I wouldn't be who I am today?
I love that quote.
I do too.
Is it A, Jaster, B, Brian, C, Elisa, or D, Lionel? While we wait for our live audience to chime in,
Actually,
we-
don't know the answer to this one.
again, because of the trials and tribulations I went through, without them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Okay. While we wait for the live chat, let's see if we have any volunteers in our.
Do we have any one hands who wants to answer from our live audience?
Ooh.
Oh, we have one hand.
Wow.
Seems
We
like
have one.
Bruce.
Is it Bruce?
Yes.
Call him up to the
Come on
stage.
down.
Hi, brother Bruce.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us
Thank you
today.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Cool.
Okay, let's before we have Bruce answer. Do we have any answers on the chat?
Yes, we have a lot of participants here. We have Sister Alexis guessing Lionel, Sister Sheila guessing Elisa, Sister Grisita Morris guessing letter D, Lionel. I believe this is Kamar Bunye guessing A, Jaster. And then we also have Kuya Ace guessing Elisa. So I wonder what Brother Bruce thinks.
I think it's a good
What
spread.
do you think?
I was hoping the chat would give me more. So right now, from what I heard, it's in between B and C.
B
So-
and C.
Brian or Eliza?
Ooh. Ooh.
Both are very inspirational people. So if I get it right, it's because I love you. If I get it wrong, it's also because.
I love it.
Okay.
So I'll go with C.
Okay.
See,
Let's
Elisa.
reveal
Let's see
the
who
That
it
sounds like
is. Let's see who
something
said
you would
it.
say.
Oh, it was.
You know, all the trials and tribulations that I went
Oh.
through. Without them, I would have.
Oh, okay. But it was Jaster that said
It
it.
was Jason. that said it.
Yes.
That was a good
Close.
quote. Yeah. So what makes you move? So he said, without the trials and tribulations he went through, he wouldn't be the person that he is now. Was there a time in your life where it was a big like 360 or like, oh, this really changed, like this is what I'm going through, this changed how I am now?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like getting this question wrong was one of those hardships. But on a real note, I feel like all of us, we've definitely had a lot of moments like that. To pick from it, I would say I've had a couple of major transitions in my life. For sure, studying and then also beginning career. So I initially always thought, since middle school, I was going to go to med school.
Oh.
And, that's what our parents always put us. You need to become an engineer, doctor, lawyer, nothing else. So I always had that on my mind. Okay, doctor, doing internships, doing shadowing work.
Oh,
But-
wow. You went that far.
Yeah, and I was already preparing for the MCAT.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then, but in the back of my mind, there's always that itch. what if there's something else?
Ooh.
But you've had all of these steps already towards this path. It's hard for you to shift. So prayed a lot about it. Really was asking for guidance, asking to know which direction to go. So I gave myself a chance to see what else was out there. I was going to career fairs. I was applying to like hundreds of jobs daily, and rejection, 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 rejection. My even up till this day, I have an email that I was using to apply to all those jobs. I'm still getting rejection letters. So it's like just seeing that. It's hard not to get discouraged.
Yeah.
But we're different, right? We always have that hope that it's not just rejection. Maybe it's redirection.
Ooh.
That's true.
So that's just what I always kept up with and what I was really clinging on to. And then praises be to God, I found my direction. And it really shows that that blessing is right on the other side of the hardship.
Aw.
Very
I
great.
really like
Love
that.
that.
It's not rejection, just redirection.
Direction. Yeah.
Yes. Because we're talking about what makes you move, what is something that you're currently passionate about?
That's very good. Very good question. I feel like in everything I do, I try to be passionate in it, especially with work, because it's something that my father always told me. If you're doing something, you need to be all in. You can't just, dip your toes in the water a little bit. It's too cold. All right, let me get out of here. I got to do something else. Like, when you go in, you dive. So I feel like that's where I'm at work now. Like, I changed my direction so much. It's not the time to be hesitating, right? I'm not going to go back to the other path. I'm here. I'm going to go 100% in it. And, sometimes it really does get exhausting, especially, you're trying to balance everything that you have going on, especially the duties that we have. That's first and foremost. Answered prayers. And I really needed the time to be grateful. I'm living in this moment. I don't have to always keep going for, what's next? Okay, I need to achieve more. Sometimes you just have to take that pause and say, thank you, God, I'm here right now. And, I'm proud.
Yeah. Wow. Just appreciating where you are right now. Wow. I love that.
I'm speechless.
I know we have so many good quotes from Bruce right now, but yeah, thank you for that inspiring story, actually.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next question, do you have any shout outs, any greetings?
Shout out to my parents. You really shaped who I am today. And also shout out to my loved ones who are too shy for me to drop the name of.
All right,
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much.
Bruce.
Let's give Brother Bruce a round of applause.
Woo! Nice. Well, we have amazing speakers.
I know. That's why I love INCradios, because we get to hear a lot of stories just like Bruce and Ezra's.
Yeah.
And we've only gone into the second episode.
Okay.
man.
Yeah. Let's move on to.
All right, let's go to episode number 2. Episode number 2 is called Do It Anyway. Let's see. Who said, surround yourself with good people, like-minded people who live in a Christian way of living, because that's what really helps you remember your purpose in life and to push through anything that may be difficult. Now, who said this? Is that A, Marvin, B, Nidel, C, Elisa, or D, Yvette?
Let's see. Well, if you think about that.
Well, while we wait for the live chat to chime in, do we have anyone who wants to answer from our live audience?
We do.
Oh, we have one. Why don't you come down? Come on down.
Come on down.
Who is this?
Anne
Introduce
Marie.
yourself to everyone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anne Marie.
Hi, Anne Marie.
Hi, Emery.
Hello.
You're the famous singer-songwriter.
Oh,
Oh, we have a celebrity.
I don't know about this. Thank you for having
Okay.
me.
Thank you for joining us this morning. So, who do you think said this quote? Is it A, Marvin, B, Nidel, C, Elisa, or D, Yvette?
I thought I was gonna get help from the chat too. Oh,
All right, let's see.
let's
Let's
check
actually see who.
Let's get Sister Anne Marie some help from the chat. So we have Christina Lazaro saying good morning. Oh, we have Myrna Natividad saying it is Sister Nidel. We have Sister Eliza Ramirez, Sister Nidel. Carlo guessing Nidel. Sheila guessing Nidel.
A lot of
Sister
Nidell.
Esther guessing
Wow.
Nidell. A lot of
Is that,
Nidell
did
guesses.
I say this?
Do you remember saying this?
No.
I'll feel bad if I go against the chat because I was thinking it was Marvin.
Oh, but
I think I'm gonna stay where I am. I'll stay.
you'll say where you are?
Okay.
Okay.
You stay your ground.
All right.
Check it out.
He says A. Marvin.
My parents have always told me surround yourself with good people,
Sorry.
like-minded people who live in a Christian way of living, because that's what really helps you remember your purpose in life and to push through anything that may be difficult, like what we've been talking about this morning.
Okay. So I actually meant Marvin's other half, Nidell.
We are one now, so you're right.
Congratulations. Do you remember saying this?
Not really. To be honest, no. But what did I say? But yeah, no, it's true. It's true. You really have to be with the people you strive to be, because if you're with people who are really negative, it's inevitable. You're going to be also negative in your perspectives in life. But if you surround yourself with good people like us right now, I feel like you're always going to have that potential of growth in the direction you want. So for you, what would you say, what doubts do you have about yourself, and like how do you plan to overcome that?
Oh, that's a really deep question.
Welcome to INCRadio.
What doubts do I have about myself? I guess I've always struggled with having confidence in my abilities to do something. So like even if other people are telling me, "Oh, you're so good at this, you're so talented at this," I sit back and I'm just like, I don't know, like I'm not sure. Like that's why it's so hard for me to make this step to really commit to doing something and like really putting my all. Like what Bruce said before, it's like I'm scared to give that 100% because what if I'm actually not as good as everybody says. So how would I overcome that? I don't know. I think it's just to take the leap, honestly, and to have faith in what God will give me. If I'm lacking anything, God will complete it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where I put my trust in. I'm still struggling with that right now, but
That's true.
hopefully eventually I'll get to that point
Yeah,
where
if
I can
it's
be
for
confident.
you, it's
Yeah.
for you. Yeah. And like what Bruce said, you just gotta dive in. Yeah.
Is that doubt you've had? Was it with your songwriting and your singing? Is that, or is
Yeah,
it?
tell us more
She's
about
your
it.
biggest
Yeah.
fan, apparently.
I am.
I feel so okay. It's like with my writing ability in general, because like I also like writing stories and like writing. I also write for the multimedia in the church, and I just want to make sure that it's good enough, like when I share it. And yeah, there is like a shadow of doubt every time I put something out, like especially if I like put it online. I'm like, oh, I hope people like it, and I don't want to check the viewers. I'm just like, what if no one saw it? What if nobody liked it? So yeah, I've always had that because like I've always been in touch with my creativity, and I'm really proud of it. But I'm scared to like admit that I'm really in love with what I do, because like it's hard to be vulnerable with the things that you really care about. So especially with this, I'm like, there's always a little bit of a shadow of a doubt, but I think I'm getting better at it, at being more
I
confident.
would say you are.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you.
we've always loved like the scripts you've been writing. We've seen it, we've heard it, and no one said anything. I'm kidding, but no.
Yeah, they're
no,
all positive.
they're all
comments.
Positive.
I haven't heard anything negative yet. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, honestly, it's the support system that matters. It's those that really care and love
Yeah.
you.
That's true.
And I think that's one of the things that God gives us as well, along with the talents and the skills that we have, is also the support system of our friends, our families, even those who may not even know us, but they see our content out there. And I really do admire you being able to put that out there. I think that's something that we all can strive to do, is to, one, because you mentioned that you did it for multimedia for our church. And I think that's really something that we can all strive for, is to help and further the work of the church in whichever way we can, especially with our strengths, right? I saw one of our content creators here today. They recently had a feature on Light Life. I was like,
that was
I
really
know that
good.
person, right? And like, using those talents and skills, whether it be in front of the camera or even behind the camera, I think we can help, we can help the church that way. in with the things that God has given us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
But
having me.
before you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yes, I want to shout out my family all across the world. I have so many of them.
Wow.
I also want to shout out my locale of Temple Hills. Shout out to Temple Hills. And also to the District Multimedia and the District CBI.
Aw,
Aw.
shout
Love
out.
you
Shout out to
guys.
them.
All right. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much,
us this
Dan.
morning.
You're amazing.
Okay,
right.
let's go to our episode 3. This
Go
is
episode 3.
discipline and motivation. Let's check out the quote.
Says motivation is like the spark that starts it all. But if we don't feed that spark, and then our discipline won't grow. Now, who said this? Is that A, Nidell, B, Brian, C, Lionel, or D, Elisa?
Who says spark a lot? Who would say spark?
Well, we figured out who would want to talk about motivation.
Do we have anyone
and discipline?
Answers in the
Oh,
while we wait for the live chat. Do we have anyone in the audience?
well, there's so many volunteers.
I think
Oh, I see
Gian
one.
wants
See
to
one.
come up.
Gian, he's already standing up.
Just dive in. Just dive in. As
All right, welcome.
Welcome, Gian. So, would you want help from the live chat, or
Do you know who said it? You don't have to say the answer yet. Okay, so let's see what the live chat. Is anyone in the live chat saying anything just yet?
We have a couple guesses in the chat. We have Sister Josette Soterio guessing Lionel, Christina Morris and Christina Felizardo guessing Elisa. And then we also have Sister Amelia Salazar guessing Elisa. And lastly, Sheila guessing Lionel. So let's see what Gian thinks.
What's your guess?
I haven't seen a Lionel answer here yet, so I'm going to say C, Lionel.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go see who said that quote. So, like, motivation is like the spark that starts it off.
Oh,
But we don't feed
I
that
didn't know
spark,
that.
And then our discipline
Good
won't.
job.
Okay, so that was correct.
All right,
was
wow. I'll be honest,
What can I say?
I don't remember saying that. We have so many conversations on there, it's kind of hard to keep track.
So let's ask you, how do you consider yourself more? Do you consider yourself more disciplined or motivated?
I think a lot growing up, it was a lot of motivation, and I get pushed by saying, oh, I need to be motivated. I need to make sure that like I'm in the right headspace so that I'm motivated. But recently, I think what I've realized was that discipline is what matters the most, because no matter what happens, motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what allows you to stay consistent, right? You stack the days, you stack whatever you're doing, whether it's work, whether it's working out, content, right? You stack the days, and next thing you know, you're 2-3 months out, and you see all of these days, and you're like, oh, I've done a lot. Like, I'm actually who that person is, Like, I'm not just saying I'm a runner, I'm a volleyball player, or a content creator, right? I am that person now, So I think that's discipline is once motivation runs out, discipline is what keeps you there.
Yeah.
I know you do volleyball, and I've heard that you've been more consistent with it. Tell us a little bit about like your successes and feeling a failure in volleyball and where you're at right now.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to discipline, because no matter what, even if you fail, you go through failures, and you're doing the wrong things on the court. One thing I've learned from a good friend of mine, his name is Marvin, is that the discipline to realize what you're doing wrong, and then taking that back and internalizing it, rather than just, oh, it's whatever, I'll move on, right? It's internalizing it and keeping it, and taking that and using that to better yourself moving forward.
Yeah, I really like that, because even when sports, we all have to start somewhere, right? It's never easy starting something new, and when as we keep going at it, and when we really sort of review with ourselves, it can really help us push the boundaries even more of what we can do. And I do admire Gian because he's a great volleyball player. He is a great volleyball player.
That's true. You've grown a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, even the audience agrees. Yeah.
But I would say, yeah, because I feel like any sport, it gets emotional, right? And so it's a matter of like mind over matter, and pushing through. How much can you do with this anger in you? You know, and I definitely felt like I felt that before. Like, I would always tell Marvin, because he's really good at volleyball, as he said.
A very good volleyball.
He definitely said, you just got to push through, and it's the next point. And once you get that next point, it's like, oh, okay, I don't need positivity all the time to get me somewhere. It's always
it's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. Yeah.
So with that being said, I did want to ask, how do you stay consistent even though the motivation may fade?
Oh, that's a hard question.
How do you keep yourself how do you keep pushing yourself?
I think it's just the love for the game, for whatever you do, really, right? And whether it be volleyball or whatever it is in life, just being dedicated to it, like what Brother Bruce said. You just have to put 100%. Right? You have to put your all into it, and once you do that, no matter if it fades or whatever, you know that you're 100%. You're disciplined. You just keep going, no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Do you have any shout-outs before you go back?
First of all, I want to shout out the INCRadio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. This is actually my first time in person. Usually we're remote, but I'm excited. Thank you for having me. Shout out to my parents, my loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's go through these. So let's take a little break on the game. Let's kind of skim through the next two episodes, which was episode 4, When the Road Isn't Clear. So we have this question: what was the toughest season you had to trust the process through, and what kept you moving?
I do want to have the live chat also answer this, because I think it's been a while since we've heard any stories from them. So, Nidal, do you want to answer this one first, or?
No.
Okay, so yeah, what is the toughest season?
Well, okay.
Okay, go.
That is really tough because I feel like all of them were tough.
I think it's like as life is, it's sort of a never-ending thing of tough seasons.
Ooh, you know what? So behind the scenes, there's always I find tech the most hardest thing in any production. Something can go wrong. You need a plan B, plan C, plan D. And so Lionel and Marvin, I would say they're really good at what they do with tech. And I think the hardest was when our script would go out from the TV. So
from our teleprompter.
Yeah, not to expose what we use behind the scenes, but those things would go out. It's material things. And so having to go with just the flow of things, and those times you get really scared, you have doubts with yourself, but then in my head I always pray God, can you please help us have a good show? I hope nobody is bored with what we talk about. But then with those things that happen accidentally, I feel like those were the best shows. Everything is more authentic. You're not really thinking about I have to read the script. But then I feel like God allowed that for that to happen so that you can speak more true to what
you don't we end up not following the script exactly, but it's the flow of the conversation is more natural. Yeah. So what about episode 5, Keep Your Spark? What's a routine that consistently fuels you even on hard days?
Shopping.
I do want to answer this, and this one is actually, well, I've mentioned it before, is actually watching some of the content that our friends make, especially if it's those that are where they're going through their journey. Oh yeah, they're going through something not exactly the same, but something similar, or they're going out and and experiencing things. And I'm like, okay, that inspires me even more to, I want to not be like them, but to try out what they're trying and see if it's for me. And then if it doesn't work out for me, then I'm like, okay, it's maybe not meant for me. Like you kind of know. But watching the content that they make is always inspiring for me.
Okay. Yeah. That's true. Okay, so now let's go to episode 6, Surrounded by Growth.
Ooh,
We
I like
have
this one.
a question for this one, a game. So
All
let's check it out.
Back to our game. Who said this quote? There is always a perfect timing for everything, and everything will work out as long as you put God first. This is from episode 6. So who said this? Is it A, Elisa, B, Lizelle, C, Lionel, or D, Ezra?
Oh.
Do we while we wait for the live chat to catch up?
We do have a volunteer, yes.
Yes, do we have any volunteer? Oh, we have one.
She was actually with us in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, is she the one that said it? We'll find out.
Maybe I went up here because I saw my name on the screen.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
see. Live chat are they sending their answers in?
They are. We have 4 guesses straight from Liza Ramirez, Amelia Salazar, Esther Parlade, and Jaster, all saying Ezra.
Ooh.
Oh.
Was it you or was it your brother that said that?
How do you feel about that?
I'm not surprised. I was thinking either between me or my brother. But I'm gonna just say me because
She's
why
up
wouldn't
here
I say
already.
it?
Okay, let's check it out.
There's always a perfect timing for everything, and everything will work out as long as you put God first. And so, like attending activities and being with brethren and friends and family is like very comforting in
For
stressful
sure,
times. And so, that's what.
Ooh.
Period.
Wow, she was right. Okay. So, sorry, what was the code again?
So you said that.
Right.
A perfect timing for everything, and everything will
Yeah.
work out as long as you put God first.
Would you want to share more about that story?
Yeah, there's many times where I put God first, and then worrying about the timing of things was always like a stressful thing for everybody. I think, like a big thing. I think I will always talk about this, but whenever I was in the transition of switching majors, switching schools, I was like really stressed, and I didn't know. Like maybe I should put time into putting this application in or studying for this test or things like that, dealing with education. But then there's an activity or I need to perform or things like that. And then I always thought that if I put God first, then he will always provide, even if I didn't study. And then I take the test, just pray, and then, God will do the rest. I studied just a little bit, like maybe a little bit during the activity after. And then God gave me a passing grade. And not that it's from my own abilities, but it's of God, of course.
Definitely.
So making sure that I put God first in everything, and then he will provide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I really do like that because I think it's something that we all have experienced, that we all can sort of attest to, is that there's something that needs to be done or something that we have to do. But then, as we've been taught as members of the Church of Christ, we always put God first.
Yeah.
Because God always provides for us, especially for when we worship him and perform our duties as well. And part of that is also kind of growing in the person of who we are, because I feel like we've become disciplined more and have it more of a habit for us to always put God first. And it's something that we always see is that everything falls into place as long as we put God first. So with that being said, like what role has relationships played in shaping who you are today? With those surrounding you?
Yeah, I think my support system, like my friends and my family, and then of course like the people I see at church all the time, I feel like they always provide me the strength, the motivation, and just like what I need at the time. You know, like with life being stressful, being with my family, my friends, give me like, okay, I'm good. Like I don't have to worry about that test. I don't have to worry about whatever happened. And having that support system really helps people be more comfortable with sharing sharing what they're going through. And like no one wants to feel alone in what they're going through, so making sure that you have someone to talk to or someone you could rely on, and then, you know, experience or share that burden will help you feel comfortable in expressing your feelings, and maybe they could get the advice that you need, or that prayer will be answered. So yeah.
And we always hear that, you know, God is love. So especially when you feel like you're the most alone, you have to remember, you know, you have to pray. Have that time to pray to God, because he is love. And whenever you're like lonely and then after you pray, don't you ever feel like you have like that warm hug from him and everything will be okay? And it turns out like everything will be okay after that. Even if it's little progress. And I would have to say, actually, to connect with you, the time that I felt like I prayed a lot with was like making friends. I would say I was pretty introverted as a kid. I even wanted imaginary friends. It was kind of bad, but even though it took 26 years, I'm happy that I waited for God, because I was able to make the friendships now. Like INCRadio was truly a blessing in disguise. I was able to build more relationship with Lizelle, Ezra, Yvette, Jaster, who I've never thought I would have connected with. And I feel like those little instances in my life have made me more grateful for life, especially that, you know, life is really hard now. And the relationships that you make is truly important. And going to CFO activities, it's the best thing ever. You feel that love and positivity every time you go. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, and there's a Bible study like later at 8 p.m. or something, I'm like, you know, I need to go to a Bible study. And then when everyone's there and you get to connect, I feel like it's like
it's always a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
It's always a good time when you're surrounded because of God. So, yeah.
Now, sorry, before we do let you go, do you have any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Oh, yes. Shout out to everyone here. I don't know if the camera will show it, but it's like a full house. Woohoo! Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my parents, my sister, my brother.
The parents.
Always the parents. I get 2 shout outs today. And my friends, my family. Yeah, everyone.
Shout out your brother?
Yeah, shout out to my brother. He's probably going to come on here again.
All right, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
joining us.
Thank you. Okay, so this one's actually episode 6 as well. Maybe we can do a quick, just a quick guess from the audience.
Let's see.
Let's see, next one.
Oh,
okay.
Can you read that?
Okay, who said, life can get super stressful sometimes? I'm sure all of us has experienced that. And having a good group of friends also rooted in faith can remind you sometimes when it's important to trust in God.
Any
Now,
guesses? Any
is it
quick
A,
guesses?
Ezra, B, Lizelle, C, Elisa, or D, Nidell?
Okay, let's see. Anyone from the front row? You can just yell out the answer.
Oh,
Was it Ezra?
Ezra said Ezra.
Ezra said Ezra. Let's go C.
Because like life can get super stressful sometimes, and I'm sure all of us have experienced that.
Nice.
And having like a good group of friends also rooted in faith, I think, is also because they can also remind you sometimes when like it's important to like just trust in God.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a great quote, Ezra. Okay, let's move on to episode 7, pivoting with purpose.
All right. Who said, I want God's plan to come into fruition more than my own? Was that A, Nidell, B, Lionel, C, Alexis, D, Jim?
Anyone wants to come up?
All right. While we wait for the live chat to
I see
chime in,
Ezra wants to come up again.
Ezra, you want to come? All right,
Yeah,
let's
come on down.
Share some of your words.
share more of your words.
Okay.
All right.
Who's your guess on this one?
Do you have a guess before we go to the live chat?
I'll let live chat answer this
You
one.
let the live chat answer this?
Sure, we have some guesses here. We have Sister Janet guessing Ezra, Sister Eliza Ramirez guessing Sister Alexis, and also Sheila guessing Alexis. And then Sister Anne Marie had a funny comment, Ezraception. So back to the studio.
So good.
All right, let's see who said.
Wait, did
this.
you guess?
Oh, he hasn't guessed yet.
I was gonna say. I mean, I could guess.
Okay.
I think C, Sister Alexis.
Is it C? Let's see.
I agree, yeah.
Let's see if the answer is C.
Many times that
Thank
we'll
you.
come up with a plan for the future, even the near future of like, what are we going to do tomorrow? But, God will always, I want God's plan to always come into fruition over my own. So that's kind of my mindset.
Yeah, I like that. Having plans on your own, but then realizing that it's only God's plan that really matters. I mean, you can plan, things will happen, but can you share a time that maybe you had plans, maybe things changed, or, yeah.
Maybe not a specific experience, but something I always mention in my prayers is that my goals in life and just the direction that I'm heading is aligning with His will. And that's something I always make sure, because I might want something 100%, but that's not the direction that God wants me to go in. So whenever I pray that He shows me the path that He wants to take, that He wants me to take, and that I'm ready to go through those doors when He opens. And I think that's something that everyone should consider when thinking about their future, having an open mind, because you never know when your career path or just life in general will set you a different path that you could have never planned for. And always remembering that when things might not go the way you plan or might not go the way that you thought it would go, that God is setting you on the path that He meant for you. And that's something that will kind of always give you comfort no matter how unfamiliar territory might feel.
Is there a time that, looking back, is there a path you didn't expect you're taking now?
Creating content for church, actually. I never thought that I would create content, and so many people in my life have told me, oh, why don't you create content for church? I just felt so out of reach for me until it wasn't. I remember it just so happened that someone who told me that I should create Light Life content was connected to the headquarters in London. So I asked a friend of a friend of a friend to connect me with someone from Light Life, and I took that leap, and you guys saw that I finally made it on there. And luckily they want to have my help pretty often. So I'm excited to continue helping the church with the talents that God has blessed me with.
Nice. And we look forward to seeing more content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a celebrity on stage.
I know, right? We have so many celebrities on stage today. So do you see yourself as someone who adapts easily to change, or does it take you time to adapt to that?
I think since my mindset has always been change, be comfortable with change, because change is so uncomfortable. And I think we all experience that. I think I've changed my mindset that change is good because change means you're growing. When you're uncomfortable,
Change is growth.
Growth is never comfortable. You're always going to be uncomfortable because you're learning something that you didn't know before. And you might feel small or you might feel behind when you experience those things, but when you remember that it is bringing you one step closer to your end goal, then it's not as scary as people might think.
Oh, I like that. Oh, nice. Thank you again for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ezra.
Yeah, let's have another episode
Let's
7
see.
question. We have one more.
Oh, we have another one
Yeah.
from episode 7. All right.
Just a quick
All right. Who
multiple
said
choice.
something we held on to is that same values we have for each other, being our faith, our family, friends, and loved ones, and our duties especially. That was number 1. Now, who said this? Is that A, Nidell, B, Lionel, C, Alexis, or D, Jim? While we wait for the live chat to answer,
Any
do we
guesses?
have any guesses from our live audience?
Oh, we have one.
We have one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
come
Will
on.
you come on down?
Come on up.
All right. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Allison Mojica.
Hi, Allison.
Allison.
Mojica. Oh, are you related to anyone on stage
Oh,
today?
maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Now, while we wait, do you have an idea of who might have said this?
I think I might need help from the live chat.
Ooh,
Do they have any?
do we have anyone from the live chat?
We do. We have all of them saying Jim. We have Sister
Ooh.
Anne Marie, Sister Amelia Salazar, Sheila, Sister Eliza Ramirez, and Sister Alexis Mira says his husband, Jim.
Her husband. Okay. So it seems like there's a consensus. Do you agree with the live chat?
Okay, I think it might be Jim. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go see who said that.
We worked on a lot when it comes to adapting to that, but definitely something that we held on to is that same values that we have for each other. You know, that being our faith, our family, you know, and all of our friends and loved ones in here, and our duties especially. That was always going to be number one.
Yes. And I think that's something that we can all sort of agree with, right? When we have our priorities straight, it's God will always set us on the right path as long as we put him first, right? So I guess in relation to that, was there a time where you had to reorganize your priorities?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think, reorganize my priorities.
This is also open to Eliza and Idel if you want to jump in as well.
Yeah. I think after I graduated college, I had to reorganize my priorities. I think when I always talk about it, it was really hard when my dad passed. So I think just because my goal was always to, after graduating, you help your parents out, like repay them for all the sacrifices that they made. But then after that, it's like I thought it would be a lot easier to do everything as a family, like complete family. But then I had to really like step in. I think like as an eldest, and even my sister also helped also. I think just having to rearrange your priorities because your life drastically changed. But I think it was all good because like with the what Brother Jim said, just surrounding yourself with people who with the same values. I think it really helps with your friends are telling you that you got it. Like I know it's hard, but I think through God's help, it's like you always will be able to kind of understand where your priorities should be. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. With you in that transition phase and trying to figure your life out, do you remember the very first step you did in trying to figure all of that out?
It was tough because life doesn't give you, when you experience a loss, it doesn't stop. Like you're not given the time to kind of realize what even is happening. So I think the first step honestly was prayer, because I didn't know how I was I couldn't see the day to day. Like what is gonna happen tomorrow?
You felt like no one was gonna guide you. But like with prayer, you felt that guidance already.
Yeah, like we lost our dad very unexpectedly. But the first thing I remember doing, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but please just give me the strength and like the endurance, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I didn't know like the process of everything when you lose, like the logistics of everything, when like the paperwork and everything. Like you really have to figure out. There's no guide. Well, there is, but it's like you have all these emotions and you don't know how to get through each day. But eventually, it's been
with God's guidance.
It's really
like surrounding yourself with good people as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your stories with us. Do you have any shout outs before we let you go?
Shout out to INCRadio for always having these great shows, and then local congregation of Temple Hills. And all my friends and my mom watching. So shout out.
Shout out.
Thank you so much, Allison.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so episode 8 was Make Your Mark. Basically, we were talking about how we strive to make our mark in influencing those around us, whether it be big or small, we strive to make an impact on those around us. So, episode 9, it is joy in the journey. Let's check this question out.
Okay, who said, I've learned a lot. I've learned that I can endure a lot. Was that A, Jaster, B, Allison, C, Yvette, or D, Elisa?
Ooh, who wants to?
Ooh. Do we have any guesses while we wait for the live chat to catch up? Do you have any guesses from our
Let's see.
the live audience?
Okay, well, if we count down from 5, we can say it all. Oh,
We have one.
Oh, okay.
yes, we have.
Come on down.
Yeah, we have Anne wanting to answer this one.
Hopefully I get this one right on the first try.
Okay.
All right. Do we have any guesses from our the live chat?
We have a few guesses here. We have Alexis Mira, Liza Ramirez, and Amelia Salazar. It's a mix of Sister Yvette and Sister Elisa. So let's see.
Ooh, do you want to go with what what the live chat is saying, or
I was
would
going
you
to
like-
say
yeah.
Sister Elisa.
Ooh, that's a good one. I was
Is
in
it
between
Elisa?
Elisa or Allison, actually. Yeah.
It's split between the Mojica sisters?
Yeah.
Let's see.
A challenging time that ended up teaching you something about yourself.
I think I learned that I can endure a lot, emotionally.
Oh yeah.
And
When I heard Sister Elisa's voice, I thought I got it.
Okay, so yeah, that one was we were talking about joy in the journey. So one question: when do you feel your best? When going nonstop, or when you have time and space to breathe?
Time and space are so conducive to my feeling like I can really do it. I remember I graduated with my bachelor's degree earlier this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. But it was the hardest thing probably I ever had to do. And I remember I was so stressed out. I was getting sick all the time. I was worrying about my grades, and I was just felt so bogged down after, because I was in school for a longer time than I expected. But when I graduated, I was so free. And having the time and space to reconnect with get stronger in my duties again, and reconnect with my hobbies and my friends, things that I thought that I really wouldn't have time for. I mean, of course I always prioritize my duties, but the other things that I kind of put on the back burner to get my education first, it was coming back home. And it's just so warm being able to have it's really what's it called? It's I'm so privileged to be able to have that time and space, and to really just grow within myself again, and sort of come back to what really fills my cup, being with my friends, doing my creative hobbies, and just, restoring whatever I lost during my my education, because it was really tough. So I think time and space, really just being able to slow down is really helpful for me.
All right. That's very nice to hear, because we all go through similar things, right? Well, thank you so much for joining us in our show this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much, Anne.
Okay, let's do a quick recap on episode 10 and episode 11. So, episode 10, growing forward and giving back. So
yeah, we sort of talked about now that we've sort of got into the latter end of our journey, especially in our first season here, is kind of paying it forward is one of the things I think we said. It's also sort of surrounding, kind of like watering our surroundings, right? And letting the grass where we are grow, right? We always hear the phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side. I think another perspective we can take is the grass is greener where you water it. Because, right, if it's one of the things that's, God put us in that situation. Why are we trying to get out of it?
That's true.
Right? God can give us all the tools, all the strength that we need to make where we are the best for ourselves. Because, right, God knows what's best for us more than we know ourselves.
Yeah, and then for episode 11, when to rest and not quit. So we're talking about the difference of resting and not quitting, and some small habits that we do to reset to reset throughout the week, just so we don't burn out. Yeah.
I do remember that episode. There was one story I wanted to share, and it completely skipped my mind. Like one small habit or one small thing that helps us reset during a busy week. I actually heard this from a friend a long time ago, and it sort of resonates with me till this day. Is no matter how hard the work week is, work week, school week, even if it's just a week of there's nothing much happening, right? One of the things that I sort of look forward to is on the weekend when we go to worship service. Because, right, the weekend, yeah, we may be physically recharged, but it's the worship service, especially on the weekends, because, right, the weekends is when we have our worship service, and we also have some activities. We get to see our friends, our loved ones. For me, it's being spiritually recharged, being able to take on the world and what we usually hear in like the news cycles nowadays, always pretty negative, right? And that's where we sort of, I think we talked about in a previous episode as well, is like having infectious positivity. That I think we talked about that in episode 10, and growing forward and giving it back. Because, right, if we do kindness, if we perform kind acts to one another, right, it can then become infectious. It can be as simple as like a good morning, a hello, having someone feel seen. It's gives that person the opportunity to pay it forward.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful season. So for this 12th episode, our title is Your Unstoppable Life. So I just want to ask one last question, if anyone wants to come up, or, just for a little bit again. The question is, so we started the season back in September. We did talk about that earlier throughout this show. Is there a moment you didn't expect to happen within these past few months? Maybe someone in our first row would want to share something really quick before we close out. We have Sister Lizelle with us, Brother Bruce, Brother Gian. If you guys want to come up. Sister Lizelle.
Oh,
Lizelle's coming up.
Yay!
Give her a round of applause.
All right. What was the question again?
So yeah, I remember you were there on the first episode. Well, actually, it was episode 0. You were there. Looking back at it, is there something that's changed in your life from September till now?
Oh yes. I think from the first episode, it's hard to like put into words how long or how much has passed. Like, we're already done with the season. It's been 12 episodes. And I was, not to say I was a completely different person, but, a semester has gone by. It's about to be finals week. And I think I learned a lot about, like, what I really want to do. And, if that means putting effort into somewhere else, or like changing your perspective, especially with all the episodes, which had been really helpful. Just seeing things in a different light. No matter what you're going through, it's going to happen. Life is life. And when you put your trust in God and, appreciate the journey, whether it's hard or easy, whether you like it or not, God will always guide you in everything. And, just take time to enjoy life day by day, because there's always good things that are happening, whether you like it or not. It's, bad things happen, but then the small things are usually looked over.
Yeah.
And so making sure that you appreciate, like Atenaido always says,
yeah,
like, look at the sky, look how the weather is going. It's actually really nice.
Looks like a bunny.
Yeah. Like, having, even though it's getting cold, it's getting darker outside, the clouds are still there, the sun is there.
It's the change of perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
That's really true. I feel like I always emphasize look outside, because when you look outside, that's it. That is whose art? That's God's art.
Yeah.
So you really have to appreciate the things that you don't necessarily pay for, but just being present in where God placed you at that moment. And that's Him showing His love for you. The fact that you're even being able to look, being able to feel the cold, warm air, or seeing strangers walk by, smile at you. Like a simple smile from a stranger does a lot, especially if you're going through something. I remember I shared my INCRadio card. It had a verse on it. And, sometimes you get things on the street. Like, I kind of don't, you tend to not want things from people, but you're like, oh, I don't want to have to buy anything from you. But I was like, no, I want to share this with you. I want to share my faith with you, and I just want you to have a good day. And she was like, you know what? Thank you so much. That really pushed me to see that there are good people around who are wanting good for each other. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us again on our show today.
Thank you so much.
We always love having you all on.
Yay.
Now, as we sort of wrap up our show today, something I wanted to ask our INCRadio crew members here on air is, what is something that we want to see more of? I think it's something that, we can always strive for. For me, I think it's more stories.
Yeah.
More faces.
More
For you
faces.
in the live, which camera am I looking at? For you in the live chat, we want to hear from you. So if you're interested in joining, whether it be in front of the camera or even behind the scenes, come contact us.
Let us
here on
know.
INCRadio.
Those speakers earlier, actually, they've been with us throughout our previous episodes, and it just shows that they have so many stories to tell us, and like, the more we have episodes, the more stories they have to share. So we look forward to seeing the familiar faces again, and also the new faces. Yeah.
Yes, there's so many stories out there. Everyone has a story to tell, and I think that's one of the things I love about INCRadio. Yeah. Now, before we go, do I have any special greetings from my lovely co-hosts from today?
I'd like to greet those here with us in the Temple Hills Function Hall, and those tuning in on the YouTube chat. We really appreciate your love and support all the time. Even if you can't tune in live at 10:30, I know you guys take your time to look through through our episodes, even like later after the live.
Watching the replay. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out, the same for everyone here in this function hall. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, to support, because even though we were such a small group, seeing everyone come together and just be with each other, it's always nice. We're all here to support each other, share stories, inspire one another. So thank you so much. And
can you get a round of applause for our chat?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's all because of our audience, our district of WDC, and those outside the district as well.
I guess my turn for special greetings. Special greetings, I do like to, of course, give a special greeting to our live audience here today, all of our friends and loved ones that come support us every week, even the ones here and even in the live chat, all of those that are typing in the live chat, some of them that we may not have even met yet, but it's always nice seeing them come up like, oh, you're that brother from INCRadio. I'm like, yes. Oh, you're so-and-so in the live chat. We love hearing your stories and stuff like that. So having to have that connection, I think, is something very, very heartwarming, especially when we go to our district activities or even the local activities. And sometimes like the person that we weren't expecting to meet or even like interact with, suddenly they become one of our closest friends because of INCRadio. And because they are here in the live audience today, just want to give a shout out to my parents. They're here all the way from California. So I want to say thank you for being here and being our support system, not only for me, but also for me and my siblings.
Thank you for letting him come here. He's a great help to our district. Thank you.
Now, as we close out our show, as always, we do have our message for our listeners that, we may stumble and we may pause, but with God's help and with the strength that He has given us, we continue to rise. We continue to press onward, and that is what makes us unstoppable. There you go. All right, but before we go, we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to those who make it all possible. for their unstoppable support. We'd like to thank our INCRadio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to Brother Sidney R. Santos, our District Supervising Minister, Brother Richard Soterio, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Audric Dulay, our District CFO Overseer, Brother Tyler Warden, our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Emmanuel Andaya, our Executive Producer, Brother Wally Tarai, our Station Manager, our dedicated INCRadio Kuya techs here and in the Philippines. We'd like to give special thanks to Brother Angelo Aranyo Vimanalo, our Deputy Executive Minister. And we'd like to give our special thanks to Brother Eduardo Vimanalo, our Executive Minister of the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ, for allowing us to have programs like today's show here on INCRadio. So, once again, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and spending part of your day with us. If you like today's show, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, and so you'll never miss out on what's coming up next. Until then, catch us again right here on INCRadio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember, stay inspired, stay connected, and most of all, stay unstoppable. Thank you, everyone.
Yay.
Bye.
With God's help, we become unstoppable. With God's help, everything is possible. All of the accomplishments are remarkable. Others can hate, but they still can't stop it though. We move forward, never ever stumble. With God blessing us, we still stay humble. And through the struggle and all of the trouble, our work we redouble.
Through the good and the bad, we remain victorious. We return all the praises to our God so